She's a little thin on paint. We got some Pro Comps, throwing it back a little bit. More 90s. Chicken scratch bodywork. If you don't look at that door, it's pretty straight. Shoot. Wait, there might be CDs. Ah. We got ants. Expired in 2002. Yeah, that's gonna have to be addressed. Dripping oil out of the muffler. She's a smoker. Shit. She's like a 2-pack a day smoker, but it does run. I can just hear the rings healing themselves as we speak. Every light in the dash is on. Oh yeah, she runs great. Running good. Whew. No mosquitoes over here, that's for sure. Okay, burnout time. Check gauges. Well, they don't work. How am I supposed to check them? Seriously, probably should have Googled this. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Fixin' Rusty YouTube channel. I'm your host, Rusty, and we are here today with my latest mistake. This is 1992 OBS K1500 K5 3rd gen K5 Blazer thing. So you may be asking yourself, why did you buy this? You'd be right to ask yourself that, because I'm still asking myself that. But every once in a while, something falls in your lap. People say, hey, you want this Blazer? And I say, I don't know, how much? Can I look at it? And they give me a price, and I look at it, and I'm like, okay. And then you buy it, you get it home. Well, actually for me, it was before I got it home. It was the second I got in it to start loading it up. I kind of had decided that, maybe I don't want this thing. But you never know. Let's see what we can do with it. It's got some cool things about it. So let's get in here, let's take a look at it and just see what we're working with. Well, as you can see, or maybe can't see, she's a little thin on paint. Somebody at some point has decided that they wanted to start body work on it, but then they didn't do any body work. So yeah, it's in some kind of ugly primer. So we're gonna have to see what we do with that, if anything. Might just leave it. Let's give you the quick tour here. But I will say the body is straight. So unlike the Regal, you may or may not remember, the Turbo T that had just a little bit of rust, this one is solid. I did look over it when I bought it, look underneath it. It is very solid. It does have some 90-ish kind of things going on here with the, whatever that is, the blackout, I don't know, stuff. OBS problems there, that's normal. This is not the right grill for it. This is a 92, so it should have had the flat grill. So at some point that's been swapped out. Not a huge fan, I guess, of these. I kind of like the flat ones, the early ones. This is also it's not painted either. I don't know what's going on there, why they put that in there. You probably noticed wheels and tire situation, not great. We got a spare going on here. Oh, here's the other one. I do have it right here. Here you go. She's got a little puncture there in the sidewall. Didn't get the story on how the punctures got there, but they got there. Yeah, we got some Pro Comps, throwing it back a little bit. Let's see, how old? I don't know if we need to know how old. Very old, very dry rotted, very junk. So that's good. Well, let's check the rockers since they're easy to get to on this one. Yep, very solid. It's got a frame, so that's a good thing. She might have a little bit of filler right there, but I don't think it's rust or anything. Yeah, she's got a little filler, something going on here. Yeah, definitely some backyard body work going on there. More 90s. Well, one camera already died because of the heat, so let's go to camera number 2. We may have to work quick on this deal. There's not a lot of shade out here, so let's do this walk around real fast to try to get out of the sun, or faster. Anyways, I think I'd mentioned kick-ass 90s taillights, chicken scratch bodywork. She's been mowed around a couple dozen times. It's got a trailer hitch. I don't have the key for that. The shin knocker, it comes standard. 4-pin. Will haul your trash trailer with that guy. The bumper doesn't look too bad. Got one little dent there. It's not too bad. Oh, there we go. We got a little whiskey dent there, not bad. But you look down the side of it. If you don't look at that door, it's pretty straight. We'll climb underneath here. And this is not bad at all. At all. Look at that. I don't see any rust of anything, just surface. She has been lifted. I don't know how far that is, and I don't know how safe that is, but it is. So there's that. Oil leak, we'll check that out in a minute. I think it's oil leak. Yeah, that would be an oil leak coming out of the muffler, so I'll explain that one in a minute. Yeah, this side, we've got this one whammo here, but it is what it is. Interior is an interior. It's kind of got typical OBS Chevy stuff going on here, just flapping in the breeze a little bit. What do they do here? They paint this blue and then over green, teal. Teal was the original color. This almost looks blue, and the outside is, I thought that was primer, but I don't know what the hell that is. Anyways, all right, climbing up in the interior. Camera number 2 just shut down, so we're back on camera number 1 after it cooled off. It's gonna be a long day. Anyways, if I didn't mention, we are in San Antonio. It is August, and our mild summer has come to a merciful end. I guess it's not merciful, it's come to an end. So now we are dealing with this. So anyways, comes with a dash rug. That's pretty neat. I don't know why anybody would put a dash rug on it. It's pretty good stuff. It's got puffy taco visors. The console's a little loose there. I probably shouldn't touch that anymore. Shoot. Oops. All right, anyways, we're just gonna leave that alone. Wait, there might be CDs. Oh. No, nothing, not even any sunglasses. Anyways, no Ray-Bans or anything. Just throw that in the back. Okay. Let's see. Floor mats, yep, Raiders. Carpet doesn't look too bad, except for that kind of came out, so take a look at that. I forgot to mention, she does have 251K on her. Looks like some crispy aftermarket speakers. Won't look too hard at that. Console. I kind of had a feeling. What's in here? Nothing really in here. What's this? Yeah, I don't think we have the faceplate for that. No, and I don't have it, so I guess that's of no good. Sanitizer. Having a little bit of COVID flashbacks. What we got here? Oh, we got, looks like a 4x4. Ooh, Pro Comp. Oh, Earl's Pro Comp. Okay, must be one of our lift kit brake lines that probably should have been installed, but it wasn't. So, the seat's got a little bit of wear, but I've seen way worse. A little floppage. What about this seat? It's probably something with the settings. But the seat itself, the cover's pretty nice. Another Raiders floor mat. It's got a glove box, door panel. Let's climb in the back here real quick and see what we can see. Okay, iPhone shut down again this time. So that's 3 times, 4 times. So I took the case off my phone. Maybe it'll stay cooler. So if I drop and break my phone, I'm blaming you guys for this one. Okay, all right. No insurance, too expensive. Let's see. Where were we? Back seat. Okay, back seat is, yeah, it's good for back seat things. I think we said that already. Ashtray. Back one. Oh, ants. Eee. We got ants. That's good. Non-smoker. That's nice. Okay. Oh, what do we got back here? What about this side? Oh. Yeah, non-smoker. Okay. Trim back here is not bad. That might go back in place. It's cracked up a little bit there, but it's here. That's half the battle. Extra one of those, I guess. Some weld stripping, body side moldings. This is the yeah, might need those for the side moldings. Hear that bass? Got the skid plate in here. Hell, the back cargo carpet doesn't even look too bad. It's just dirty. We'll clean that up a little bit. Got the seal pulled out of it, so let's let a bunch of debris and stuff in here. A little water damage on the old headliner. Not surprised with the seals pulled out of it. Anyways, that's the interior. Almost forgot. Let's check the passenger side a little better. Damn. Okay. Surface rust. We got rockers though, like I kind of showed earlier, but that looks good. I don't know if I can get up in here without a step ladder. Whoa. Uh-oh. Something fell off. Okay, I don't need that, I guess. Oh, it's got papers and stuff. Okay, this could be fun. Let's see what we got in here. See if I can do this with one hand and not drop and destroy my phone. Okay. I think this is just owner's manual. Yeah, original owner's manual. It's cool when these are still around with the vehicle. What is in here? Any kind of... No specific paperwork, but hang on to those. What else? What do we got here? Some Taco Bell gift cards? No, coupons. Oh. Expired in 2002. Dang it. AAA or double A batteries. I might hang on to those. You never know. Oh, here's our SPID info. Need to probably take a look at that. G80, that's Posi. I don't know what gear this thing has in the rear. I have to clean that off and get that out, see what the RPO codes are. Sears, okay. Man, I can feel the heat coming off of this phone. Ooh, it's hot out here. Okay. It's car care stuff. What do we got here? Some maintenance stuff, warranties, motel guide. This is for when your Chevy leaves you on the side of the highway. Ah, yes it is. Just kidding. Maybe. Western Union, that's probably somebody's information that doesn't need to be shown. What have we got here? Doctor stuff. Yep, same thing. Not my business. Let's see. Well, that's about it for in here. Now let's go check out under the hood. Okay. There it is. It's there. Nobody's favorite, the TBI 350. And I got a battery in the back of the truck, so I'll hook that guy up, see what happens. I believe it had oil. Backstory on it is, yeah, there's something on there. It looks pretty clean, I'll tell you why. Backstory on it is that she's a smoker, like a smoker, is what the guy told me. I could not get it started when I got it picked up. It didn't have a battery in it. We tried to put jumper cables on it. Couldn't really get it started. You could start it on brake cleaner and it'd run for a second or two, then it would die. So we got something going on in the fuel system with it. So we'll take a look at that here in a bit. It's pretty sure from that, it sparks fine, ignition's fine. Spark plugs may be fouled all to hell though, because the guy did say it smoked. So we're gonna address that too. I got some new spark plugs to put in it, and we're gonna look at some of I got a few things with the TBI. I have my suspicions what's going on here. This truck has sat for, I don't know. It was on my street, at the end of my street, and I've driven by it for at least the last 7 or 8 years, and I don't know it to have ever really been moved or driven of any significance. So I don't know really what the story was there, but the deal found me. I bought it, so here I am now. I guess it's my problem. So we'll take a look into that, but it is complete. It's all here. Oh, let's check that coolant, see if we got anything here before we start cranking on it, I guess. Yeah, it's got a little bit of antifreeze in it, but it's mostly water, but it's full. So that's good. Trans fluid. What do we have here? I can't reach it. She's jacked up like a 12-pack of Mountain Dew. Yeah, there's some on there. Looks pretty clean. It's probably because it leaks so bad it has to be topped off constantly, also like the engine, but okay. All right. Hey, real quick, last thing on this introduction here. Suspension. I kind of glossed over the main point. The coolest thing about the whole thing is it's all jacked up. It's got a lift kit. Let's get in here and take a look at that. Front, by the way, is this Cooper Discover tire here. This is a 33. So we have 33s, 35s, and a spare. So she was rolling mismatched. Any date code on this one? Maybe on the inside. I don't know. Old. Anyways, the dry rot tells the story. But yeah, lift kit. She's lifted. Oh. A little bit of an issue going on here. Yeah, that's going to have to be addressed. I don't think it's supposed to do that. And this is that is okay. That's not the boot. I thought that was. Oh, this is special. We've it is duct tape. We've got a duct tape CV accent boot. Okay. All right. What about the other side? How's it look? Let's go see real quick before the phone shuts down again. It looks more promising. It's got a boot on it. A little linen play, but I think that's normal. Ow, elbow. Ow, that hurt. Ouch, ouch. All right, let's get started on it. And we may have to get a little creative with the camera angles here today because, like I said, the heat. So sun's moving that way. We got a little bit of clouds right now, but I've got to keep the camera out of the sun or this whole thing will be over before it starts. So I got to keep the camera shaded under the hood. So you get what you get. I think I may have mentioned, but I get my batteries at Walmart currently. Well, not always, but currently, because they're cheap. And a lot of times I don't have a core charge. So they have a $12 core, and a lot of places have gone to 22. So Little tech tip there if you don't have a battery, or if you do, pretty cheap option. Okay, that's in there. Now, let's see. Let's see what's doing in here. And like I said, we had started it on brake cleaner, like it runs-ish. But we didn't get it like running. All right. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into here. And let's just see if she'll start. Probably not, it didn't before, so I don't know why it would now. Pump it, right? It's fuel injected, aren't you supposed to pump those? Yeah, nothing. She doesn't even sound like she's hitting a lick, although it is building oil pressure. That's a start. Okay, just for my sanity, it has been a couple months ago since I bought this thing, so let's just make sure. All right, here we go. Yeah, that seems familiar. Okay, one more time. Okay, all right. Well, that's pretty much what it did when I bought it. So, first thing I think I want to do is check the fuel pump, make sure it's getting fuel. I'm gonna go hit the key real quick and see if I can hear anything in the back, just audibly. See if anything comes up here. Oh, this is a big old Bertha. Okay, everybody, listen close. Huh, nothing. I don't hear anything. You can hear the Buick rust louder than the fuel pump on this truck, if it is in fact working. I don't know. I do got to show you one more thing I keep seeing under here that's quite funny. Is this thing seriously dripping oil out of the muffler? I just saw another one up here too. Holy hell. IOB. Yes, it is. Just dripping out of the exhaust. Okay, well, this is encouraging. I got some snake oil to dump down it too, to, you know, rings in a bottle, but I don't think that's going to do it. But if we get it running, we'll try it and just see what it does. Maybe we can at least just get it running and just see how bad is it. I can't really get to the top of the tank very easy to check and make sure it's getting 12 volts. So I'm going to crack a fuel line at the back of the TBI and just see if we're getting fuel up there. We'll start there and then see what happens. Yeah, there it is. Okay. That one is snug. Back up. And a crack. Just a crack. Did it crack loose? Come on. Yeah. Oh, I just realized the reason we probably didn't hear the fuel pump, if it is working, is because it probably just primed for a few seconds. I got that loose. Let's try it again. You guys tell me if it does anything. I can't see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, shut it off. See what happens. Surely that was enough if it did anything. I don't see anything. I'm hoping it's not a fuel pump. I really don't want to drop the tank on this thing. Oh, there's fuel. Well, that should mean it's working, right? Yeah, okay. Ew, that is yellow. Let me just hit the pump real quick and just see if it does anything real quick. Whew, that smell. Definitely some old gas. I think I heard something that time. Yeah, we're getting fuel. We're definitely getting fuel. You guys still there with me? Okay. TBI, it says right there on it, in case you're curious. Don't you forget it. I don't think any of us will. Okay. Tight. Okay, well, next step. Next step, fall off the truck. Okay, well, I suppose we'll work off the assumption the pump's doing something. Smells like it. And so, TBI injectors, that's kind of the thing. I picked up some China ones from eBay, or not eBay, Amazon this time. I kind of figured that might be something we'd run into and they were cheap, so let's test them though. I'm gonna see, I gotta hit them with some 12 volts so I can actually look at it and see. I got my power probe, I'm gonna just power probe them 12 volts and see what they do. And then if they're not spraying or they're, I don't know, whatever they're doing, then we'll go from there. Well, they're dirty, that's for sure. So get here on this guy. Got continuity, let's see. Looks like it's blowing bubbles. Definitely not spraying, it's doing something, but it's just like blowing bubbles. So, again, are we just not having any fuel pressure, or kind of dripping and running out, and then it stops? Okay. Let's prime the pump again and see what happens. Oh, get off this big bastard. Okay, we cycled it a few times there. Okay, I just cycled it a few times. Let's see if it does anything different here. It goes and stops, but it's not a fine pattern at all. It's just a little like, man, that was just like air. Almost bubbles. Huh. I thought these were supposed to spray like a conical kind of pattern. I don't know if it's a fuel pressure problem or a dirty injector problem. I don't know if I have any brownie wire with me. Let me see if I did, but if we could hardwire a relay to the battery just to keep it running all the time, when I hit these I'll know if we've got pressure or not. The problem without it running is it's priming and then the pump is shutting off. Seems to be the deal. Let me look at a few things and let me see what I can figure out. Okay, so fuel pump is working, it seems like. I did find the relay over there, but I don't have any lengths of wire or anything really to keep that going while I'm also testing the injectors, I guess. So I crawled underneath it, was able to set my phone up next to the fuel tank, hit it on the prime and on start, a cranking attempt, and you can hear it buzzing. So it's doing something, it's trying. So we'll start there. So let's go ahead and replace the injectors on it and see if that makes a difference. Let's go ahead and get some gas in this beast. Oh, we got a little bit of cloud cover for a second. Much nicer. Maybe this will help dilute some of the varnish in there. Spray it. Maybe this is why I always lower my stuff and I don't lift it. I also don't entirely know how much fuel is in it. I don't think the gas gauge works from what I can tell either. I guess that could be some of our problem. This really is quite the primer paint job. I can see the original paint coming through on the edges here, and it's still shiny, like it's not even scuffed. All right, there's a good 4 or 5 gallons. No excuses, we got gas now. Real quick though, let's just go ahead and try to start it. Now that I put gas in it, let's just make sure it wasn't out of gas. Let's just rule that out. Okay, wish me luck. Sure, it'd be easy if it was. No dice. I can hear that fuel pump now though, now that I know what I'm listening for. Let's look at this again now that we've primed that a few times, just see if the pattern changes. I know it's not a Noid light or anything, but it's something. I don't have any of those. That looks better. Why didn't it start? Huh. Why didn't it start? Huh. Let's try it again. It does look better. Looks way better. Can you guys see that when I'm cranking it, what it's doing? Let's set the phone up here and watch it. I'd like to see what the injectors look like they're doing once it starts. Oh, hey. Well, there you go, dummy. If you don't connect the injectors, it isn't gonna do a damn thing. Try it again. Okay, we got prime. Oh, she gonna stay running? She might. She's a smoker. Shit. Wow. Runs well, I'd say no. All right, that was easier than I thought. I thought this was gonna be a battle. Fresh gas. Injector cycling, or not injector cycling, but hitting those injectors with some voltage a few times and getting them to free up, maybe, I don't know. But it's running, so that's a start. Well, it starts, it runs poorly. Next question is, can you fix it with snake oil? I got some of this Rizlone ring smoke repair, high mileage formula. That's what we're working with. Stops blue exhaust smoke, seals worn pistons and rings, check, check. Reduces oil burning, check. Formulated to stop smoking in older, higher mileage engines. Okay. Well, yeah, this one, she's like a 2-pack a day smoker, so she needs all this she can get. You guys ever use any of this stuff? I've never tried it, so I totally don't expect it to do any good at all, because it's leaking oil out of the exhaust, which is something else. And how about a can of Behrman's? We'll throw that in there in the fuel system. Maybe it'll do some magic, clean it up. I don't know, let's try it. The goal today really is just to get it to run, because it wouldn't run before, so at least it runs now. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but it does run. Run. I may put some spark plugs in it because I'm gonna guess that those are pretty fouled. So let's do that. Maybe we'll clean it up a little bit, do some snake oil, maybe get it to run a little bit better, and let's see if we can at least get it off the trailer. I want to get it in my, I've got a second storage here, so we can get it up, get some different tires and stuff on this thing, get it to where it's a little more, at least maybe drivable, and then we can decide from there what to do with it. And I absolutely do not plan on changing oil in this thing. Seems like it's kind of self-oiling at this rate. So I think we're good. Oh yeah, if you can see that sludge in there. I can see texture from here. It'd be kind of hard to tell, but it's there. Okay, let's see if we can do the long pour. Oh, that's thick. That's beautiful. Look at that go down. That's what you want right there. Extra thick. Get in there. Do your magic. I can just hear the rings healing themselves as we speak. All right, down the hatch. Down the, damn thing. Now we'll go. Okay, glug, glug, glug down the hatch. I can just hear the injectors getting better. Have I mentioned it's hot and miserable? It's a dumb idea working out here today. But you do what you can with the time you've got. Let's go ahead and try to get this thing off the trailer while we can. Get this moved inside to be a little bit nicer. Not as hot, I guess is the way to put it. Here goes nothing. Windows roll down, that's a plus. Yeah, baby. Ignore that shake. Let's see, what works here? Oil pressure, whoop, 15, that's pretty good. For a TBI, old worn out one. Voltage seems to be charging. Gas gauge, I don't think the gas gauge works. Tack works. Every light in the dash is on. The power steering seems to do something. All right, let's see if we can get it off the trailer. Ah! Easy. Easy on my trailer. And we're off. Oh yeah, she's a smoker. Definite 3 packs a day. Very clean runner. Oh yeah, she runs great. Running good. Whew. No mosquitoes over here, that's for sure. All right, she's a runner. What do we think? Are we not impressed? Let's see if the 4-wheel drive works. I have no idea how to do it, so I've never owned a 4-wheel drive. Okay, how do you do this 4-wheel drive? I'm gonna guess it's gotta be in park first, and then maybe you push on a brake. Let's see. Set parking brake, but that's for neutral, right? Neutral, what's neutral? How do you do? I don't know. The park brake doesn't work. Okay, well maybe we'll just hold it down and then. Okay. Ah, there we go. I just had to kind of free her up a little bit. Ah, now she's moving. Okay. I don't know if 4 low is actually doing anything or not. Would seem no. Whew, it's getting foggy in here. Okay. I mean, yeah, I think she's trying to work. Our front CV axle's broken on this side, so it sounds more crunchy, so I think it's doing something. Okay, I think 4-wheel drive's trying to do something. Okay. All right. Okay, burnout time. No, just kidding. This thing has no chance in hell of ever doing a burnout. Oh, there we go. We got 4 low. She went in that time. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it works. Something's going on. Yeah, she's a runner now. Feel like Bigfoot. I think that is a success? Question mark? Let's back her in a storage unit. I think we've had enough fun there proving that I think the transfer case works. Check gauges. Well, they don't work. How am I supposed to check them? What do you want me to look at? Oh, I see that oil pressure that bounces to 0. Got it. I think that's the least of our problems. There she goes. Okay, she's in all her glory. I think I shall name her Smokey. What a unit. Welcome back, day 2 with our OBS Blazer here, known as Smokey for obvious reasons. I think I have some tires located for it. Take these guys off, get them over to the tire shop, get some new to this truck 33 by 12.5 15s mounted up on these wheels. I do have a new CV axle, so we're going to replace this CV axle that was popping and banging. I think we're going to check compression on it too, just for fun, just to see how bad it is on this TBI 350. Is it even worth trying to put spark plugs and maybe the fuel injectors in it to see if it'll at least run a little bit better? I'd like to get it running good enough we can take it over to the car wash, get it cleaned up, and find out kind of more what we've got to work with here. So that's going to be the plan for today. So we'll go ahead and get started on it. Let's get these wheels and tires off and get on the road. 6-lug thug. Our soup cups. Camping cups. Yeah. She's got some offset. Barely. I don't have that many millimeters to fit it. There we go. Some big old bastards. All right, non-matching lug nuts, wrong size, stuck in the socket. Great. We'll just wheel that out of the way over here. See if we can attack this caliper and rotor and get the CV axle out. See what kind of carnage we're dealing with here, besides the obvious 2-piece CV axle with duct tape boot special. Somebody's hammered on the caliper bolt, so the side of it has got a big indentation on it, so the socket won't fit in it. Here's our bolt. I don't know if you can see it, but somebody's whammoed the edge of that bolt, so I couldn't get the socket in there. So that's fun. Need that guy. Rotor doesn't look bad. It's got some wear, but it's not terrible. I'm not looking for a brake job though. Well, I guess it's time to go get some more parts. Well, that one came out all right. That's because they're not tight. That's what you want. All right. I'm stuck. Seriously, probably should have Googled this. They didn't have Google back in the day. Let it hang by the hose. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. It's just this axle's so junk. The thing's bound up. I think this extension's too long. Yep. Yeah, that one's tight. Okay, well, I think that's all we can do until we get that nut, or that socket for that nut, and then see how much I just disassembled that I don't need to disassemble. And this is just footage of me finishing taking the CV axle out. And we'll get into replacing the TBI injector. Somehow I did it again. I managed to get the camera on the wrong setting, so we had no audio. And it's recording about double speed here, so I figured, I'll just put it in here anyways. And we might throw some fun music over the top of it and turn it into a little bit of a time lapse. So hope you enjoy. If we get this fuel filter off. Oh, that's not even tight. The thing about fell off. The fitting literally looks like somebody used a pipe wrench and a cheater pipe to put it on. And then I didn't even put any pressure on it with the wrench and it came loose. And it looks like it's got pipe dope on it. I'm telling you, this has got some expert repair work on it. Oh no, no. It does smell better though now. I think this thing might have some trash in it. These fittings aren't even tight, neither one of them. Wow. All right, flow, which way? Flow, okay. No. Nah. Smells like gas. right down my arm. It burns. Okay, done. Here's our filter. The element is like completely loose in it, and I dumped it out and all kinds of rust and nastiness came out of it, so that might have something to do with our fuel issues. If not, it still needs to be replaced, so we'll see what happens. Got our spark plugs out. We'll take a look at what we got here. This is the left bank. 1, 3, 5, and 7. Not great, but not crazy oil fouled like I was expecting to see. But you come over here to the passenger side. We've got 2, 4, 6, and 8 here. Quite a bit of oil on all the threads, and definitely a lot of oil in 2 and 8 here. So we got something going on. So while we got all the plugs out, I think I'm gonna just do a compression check on it and just see what happens there, just for fun. Let's check some compression. We'll check number 1. Dad's gonna run the key here, see what happens. Okay, what is that? 160, 165? That one's good. Okay, hang. Okay, 150. Okay, go ahead. Okay. Yeah, right at 150 on that one. Okay. 155. All right, so number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 155, almost 160. Okay, go ahead. 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 150. 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, it's stopped at 150. It jumped up over 150 also, so it's good. Hey, one thing of note as we've been doing this, you may notice a little bit of oily residue on that inner fender coming out of number 8. Oh my goodness, look, all that oil coming out of that cylinder. So that's our problem cylinder right there, number 8. Good chance we got a broke piston or broke ring or something going on there, but that is bad. Anyways, let's check the compression on it and see what it says. All right, go ahead. Okay. 160. It's got as much compression as any of them do, but I got a feeling it might be because it's so oil fouled. Maybe that you got that oil in the cylinder and it's helping seal it for compression. So, very interesting. Well, unfortunately, that's going to do it for the video this week on the Blazer. As you saw, I had more planned as far as trying to find some wheels and tires today. We were going to go back through, put spark plugs in it. I was also going to do some additional diagnostics to see if we could determine if we've got piston ring problems, valve guide problems, or both, to see what the next steps is with that TBI 350. What do we do with it? Do we just need heads? Do we need, I'm not going to put any machine work into that thing, but if it's something simple, something junkyard that I can put back together and we can get it to stop smoking, we'll do. I haven't said anything about it, but I've been dealing with a pretty good bout of sciatica in my hip and my leg here for the last probably 6 weeks, so it's kind of limited some of the things I can do. Yes, the last couple days was pretty physical, well, all week. I was at the junkyard Monday, was there pretty much all day pulling an engine for future project, and that pretty much kicked my butt. So a little bit down. I woke up this morning and felt okay, and I made one wrong move and had pain like I've never felt in my life. So I had a little quick trip to the ER this morning to get some pain medication, get some drugs and some muscle relaxer and all the stuff they give you for this, so CT scans. So they told me I got to take it easy for a few days, so I'm gonna have to cut the Blazer short. We'll get back to that one though, come back to that hopefully in a few weeks and see where we're at with it, finish up what I wanted to do, and see what the next steps are going to be on it though. So just tell you guys that. Thanks for watching. I got a big one planned for next week. That's part of why I've really got to take it easy here for a few days. I'll be heading out in a couple days, ideally, if things work out, and it's a long ride. So out of state for this one. I'll just go ahead and fill you in. It's a C10. So if you stuck around this long, there you go. It's a C10. We'll be seeing if we can get that thing back on the road. It's been sitting for, as far as I know, probably 20 years or more. I don't really know a lot about it, but we'll find out more when we get there. See what we can do with that one. But this should be a really good one, and I don't want to mess up anything over the next day or two with this Blazer and jeopardize not being able to go up there and work on that. So I'll give you that much for now. But again, appreciate everybody for sticking around this long on this one. If you have, thanks for the comments, the likes, subscribes. It means a ton. We're creeping up towards that 1,000 subscriber mark. I think right now as I do this, I'm around 725 or so, and it's been really great, the reception I've gotten from everybody, and I appreciate it. So I'm gonna take some medication and take it easy, do some editing, and we will see you on the next one.